Welcome to Eye with me, Galvin Berkeley. Straight ahead on our show today, we will be talking about a missing 5-year-old from Arizona, Glendale, Arizona that is. And as well, we'll have more updates on the Lisa Ivan case. And as well, we'll be talking more on the Kansas City, Missouri School District. And we have more topics to discuss after that. So join us for that right now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start the show off with another missing child case. And this is coming from Glendale, Arizona. A little after 5 p.m., this 5-year-old girl, Jazzy Shockley, wandered away from her siblings at her residence. She possibly could have exited the front door of her residence. We have a description that we would like to share with you, and that is she has black hair, brown eyes. Her skin color is obviously black. I don't know why they put this on here. 5 years of age, 3 feet 5 inches. Her weight 55 pounds. She's a female, which I obviously think she has. I'm going to give you more of a description of her. She has shorter length hair. She was last seen wearing a t-shirt with blue blue jean shorts and pink flip-flops. And then we're going to show you, okay. And as well, we have the suspect information. It's a black woman that was seen in a black 1998 to 2000 Chevrolet Malibu model. And it's an Arizona license plate, but there is no letters and numbers to tell you about because we don't have that information, and who we got that from did not have that information as well. She was found abducted near 45th Avenue in Glendale, 45th Avenue in Glendale Arizona, obviously. There was a witness that saw a suspect pick up a child that may be Jazzy, and re-entered the vehicle with her and drove off, obviously, because she's no longer with us. But more on the suspect. She's a black female, black hair, she has brown eyes, skin color, never mind, on the skin color was black, obviously. Her age range is 25 to 30 years old. Her height is 5 feet 8 inches. Weight 120 pounds. She was last seen wearing a white tank top with blue jeans rolled up to mid-calf. And as I told you, we told you the description of the car is it is a 1998 to 2000 model year Chevy Malibu. So if you know any details, you need to give the Glendale Police tips line a call, which is at 623-930-HELP. Again, that is 623-930-HELP. Again, I want to say this one more time. Again, you can call 623-930-4357 if you have any information pertaining to this case. And we do have the pictures on the screen, obviously. Now, this case has not been getting any attention, but Lisa Ivan's case has. And if you want a child to be found, you got to show the face over and over again. You've got to put her on the TV. And I don't know what is wrong with our media that they just have more coverage on a white side, on a white person situation, on a white family situation than on a black person's side of the family. They don't care less. It's one less black person that they have to deal with, and that's the truth for me. That's what I think that's going on in this case. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I think is going on in this case, is that they didn't want to give this case enough exposure to the media, to national media, so that way the grandmother and mother can get the child home back into their hands. So I hope that we can be in some assistance in finding Jazzy home and bringing Jazzy home. And we hope that she comes home safely and alive. But again, I want to go over this with you again. The suspect, she a black female. Her age is 25. The age range is 25 to 30 years old. 5 feet 8 inches is her height. 120 pounds is the weight. And she was last seen wearing a black top with blue jeans rolled up to mid-calf. Again, on Jazzy's description, real briefly, she has black hair, brown eyes, she's black, 5 years old, she's 3 feet 5 inches, and weighs 55 pounds, and of course she's a female. Shoulder length hair. She has shoulder length hair, wearing a white t-shirt with blue jean shorts and pink flip-flops. So if you've seen her or anything pertaining to this case, you need to give that number a call and tell them of what you saw, so we can bring her home safely if we can. And I'm hoping and praying that we can get her home. And here's a brief report on that, and we'll be right back to update you more on the Lisa Ivan case here in Kansas City.
I'm Sergeant Darren Burch. Silent Witness and the Glendale Police Department need your help in the disappearance of a 5-year-old little girl. Back on Monday, October 10th, 2011, between 4 and 4:30 p.m., 5-year-old Jessie Shockley was last seen by family members in the area of 45th Avenue and Glendale. Jessie was last seen wearing plain white shirt, blue jean shorts, and pink sandals. The Glendale Police Department is offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of those responsible for her disappearance. Jessie needs our help, so please, if you have any information about this crime, please call Silent Witness at 480.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Eye to Eye. All right, we have more developments going on in the story of the missing baby, 11-month-old Lisa Ivans. Cindy Short, who was named the defense attorney that we meant to mention to you on the last show, which we couldn't due to obvious reasons of technical difficulties and other things. That's the defense attorney. But now there's a new twist in this particular story, that she was Joe Tacopino and her were butting heads, so she's no longer going to be representing the Ivans, Lisa's parents. So a new local defense attorney has been called to defend Lisa's parents. And give me just a second, they just put my stuff right online. The new defense attorney is John Persino. And John is locally here, obviously. He practices law here. And he's probably going to be a big baller in this case, hopefully. I don't know. I don't know how long he's going to stick around. And hopefully things can work out in the best interest for Lisa Ivan, which I don't know is favorable right now. But more details in this particular case is that the police is going to interview Lisa's brothers, young brothers, and see what information that they have to offer. There's been tours inside the Ivan homes, should I say, because there is two, and I believe that there's something still fishy in this story, and something isn't sticking right with me in this story. How I reported it, it still stays the same with me, because there's been some details that have not stacked up in this particular story, and it's going to continue to be like that because, well, there's two sides to a different story, and well, that's what I got here to show you, and I've showed you on the past show on what was going on. But Lisa is still missing at this time, and if we know anything on both missing children's cases, we will be sure to update you here on Eye to Eye and on MrGalvin.webs.com, and on, of course, my Facebook page if you stay in tune with that. Moving on to our next story. The Kansas City, Missouri School District might have to hand over control to the state. That's what we've been hearing reports about, and that's what we've been hearing all over different media sources across the city. Now, as I've told you time after time on this show, that state control will not be good for the school district. I've looked at it from the St. Louis point of view, and I'm going to look at it as the Kansas City point of view, that if you give state control to the city, if you give district, if you give the, what is it I'm trying to say, Galvin? If you give the school district over to the state, things are not going to get any better. And I'm not saying that things are any better with the district, because as I've seen, they're not even getting better. They're getting just worse. And according to the test scores across the state, they're not even going up across the board. But Kansas had made some strong gains as well. So that tells you that Missouri has to pull up all the grades all the way around in the state. So I don't know. But here's the thing that kills me. They always putting Kansas City on as a negativity on these test scores, as a negativity school district, or as in terms of these test scores and in terms of all this other crap. And let me tell you, I know the school district isn't glamorous and everything like that, but why is it that other school districts are not targeted on the media? I don't understand that. And it's because, and I'll give you one answer, because the school district is majority black here in Kansas City, Missouri. There's some white and there's some other ethnicities, but it's majority black, and they want to always show that kind of attention to that side, and I don't like that. That's just my opinion on that. But Kansas, another story that I would like to share with you is that the state of Missouri is planning on getting rid of its income tax, and as well as Kansas has plans to get rid of its income tax. But in Missouri, however, if they get rid of the income tax, you have higher sales tax to pay. My tongue is getting tongue-tied today. And I think that is a bad idea that you get rid of the income tax, because as much as people have to buy necessities, why are you trying to make it more tougher to survive? But I do believe that the things that they try to do it's ridiculous. Stop trying to take this tax in for that. That's what I don't like about that in this particular case, because number one, you're going to ask people to pay higher taxes, and this goes into play with the McCain 999 plan. you're going to pay more taxes on top of more taxes on top of more taxes, and that's his plan. Well, we're going to keep regular taxes, of course, and on top of a 9% tax everywhere else. And I think, honestly, you need to go take that and wipe your behind with it. That's what I think. Well, we're going to talk more on McCain here in just a few seconds, but boy, I tell you, if it's the states coming up with crazy ideas, which we're transferring on to Herman Cain, and he's accused of in sexual behavior when he was the president of the National Restaurant Association, and he is denying all claims that he was performing sexual actions in the office. And but there's been some ladies coming forth into saying that this allegation is true, and I think he's just blowing it over the water. I don't know what to believe, and right now that isn't my concern, because I'm not voting for him in the first place. So that's just one thing that I'm just going to tell you. Now, what kills me is that Donald Trump got on there and talking about, well, African Americans should be offended about Herman Cain and da-da-da-da. And I looked, and my eyes got big, because he not too long ago got on there and talked about President Obama's birth certificate. And I think that was just downright disrespectful. But that shows you how much crap is going on in terms of race, and it's going to get worse. Trust me, it's not getting any better. It's going to get worse. And what I think of Donald Trump, he's just a low-down scoundrel. That's what I think of him. He was nothing highly when he wanted to bring up the birth certificate issue of Barack Obama. That's their way of filibustering around the issues that really need to take place in Washington. They done did this and did that, and what else they're gonna pull? It doesn't surprise me. But here's my little side note. Then I'm through with this particular issue. If you're going to sit up there and make a game out of something, why not try to do something productive? That's just my little spiel there. You have to get things done. You see Occupy Washington. And another thing before I get off of here, Herman Cain suggests that poor people are broke because they bring themselves there. They brought themselves to being broke and poor. And you know what? That is not true. Not all poor people bring themselves there. Now, there are some that bring themselves to that level, but there are some that couldn't help themselves get to being broke and poor. I mean, they've done all they can do, and for him to sit there and suggest that that's why they're poor is ridiculous. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I do not have a final word today. So here's our Eye to Eye Fun Files, and it's from the World of Phones last season for the 2011 season. Have a good day, everyone.